Ladies and gentlemen, and I'm coming back at you with another versus battle between two of the most destruction-based people who ever actually entered into Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super, Dragon Ball AF, and the two I'm talking about is Xicor from Dragon Ball AF versus Beerus, the God of Destruction of Universe 7. Now, I really like these both characters because they are just massively powerful, and also this was suggested by my good friend Broster Master. Now that I got that out of the way, I'm going to be starting what you all have actually come here for. I was supposed to be starting off with Xicor. Xicor is actually the youngest son of Goku in the West Kai. You're probably thinking, how did this happen? Well, Goku on his way back to Earth, after staying with the Yardrats for a while, and he ended up running into the West Kai and ended up actually having a feast with her. After he had a feast, Goku ended up feeling drowsy and ended up falling asleep. Then the West Kai ended up stealing the DNA from Goku and ended up making Xicor from it. West Kai ended up keeping Xicor hidden away until after the Shadow Dragon saga, and then he ended up arriving on Earth along with the West Kai. Xicor ends up taking out Goten with one single blast, and also with a single blast he ended up wiping out part of the Earth. He later then fought against Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, a Super Saiyan 2 Trunks, and a Super Saiyan 4 Gohan. While fighting them, it seemed like they were outmatched by Zycor's power. The Supreme Kai ended up coming around and actually says, I'm going to try to trap Xicor inside of the Z-Sword. And then, while all was happening, he needed a distraction for it to be pulled off. So Gohan ended up continuing his fight against Xicor by himself for a while. Then Vegeta ended up using a final flash, along with Trunks using Buster Cannon, and Gohan ended up using his Kamehameha in order to try to wipe out Xicor, but then it ended up didn't work. Xicor said himself that he didn't die, but yet because of that blast, he was getting there. While Xicor was weakened, Supreme Kai ended up actually using the sealing technique on Xicor, but it ended up actually failing. Xicor says, you're going to try to seal me away in this sword, and then he ends up trying to destroy it, but then Gohan ended up picking it up. In the meantime, Supreme Kai was later on in getting his energy back from Dende. Then he ended up using the sealing technique on Xicor again. Xicor was like saying like to stop it, like don't do this. And then he ended up getting sealed away. But yet it was an incomplete sealing, and Xicor was freed a month later. It ended up fighting against the Z Warriors again. At the same time, he ended up actually transforming himself into a Super Saiyan 5. But yet he's not able to control this power for that long period of time. So while fighting against the Z Warriors, Xicor ended up actually finally beating up with his father Goku. And then Goku was about to end up transforming into a Super Saiyan 5, but then it ended up ending there. So we don't actually really know the outcome of what happened with Xicor, and that's all we actually know about him at the moment, but we know that he's actually extremely powerful, and that he's actually a force to be reckoned with. Now I'm getting into Beerus, the God of Destruction of Universe 7. Being a God of Destruction means that you're actually one of the most powerful beings in that universe, if not the strongest, well, except for compared to Lee. But no mere mortal will be able to take him on with his incredible power. Beerus had a prediction that he was actually going to be fighting against a Super Saiyan God one day, and then when Goku came around, they ended up getting the idea of actually what a Super Saiyan God was, ended up actually wishing upon Shenron how to perform the ritual to attain the Super Saiyan God form. And then as soon as that happened, Goku became the first Super Saiyan God, while actually taking on Beerus in one-on-one combat as a Super Saiyan God. Goku fought against Beerus with incredible power that would have even destroyed the universe itself. But even though they were fighting, Beerus was ended up actually holding back a lot of his power, tremendous amount of his power, because he wasn't even actually really using 25% of his power. He said he was using his full power against Goku, but yet he was doing that in order to push Goku in order to become even stronger, which even was stated by when Whis was saying that you were holding back tremendously in the fight against Goku because you wanted for him to push out his power so he would become even more and more stronger. After the battle between Goku and Beerus, he easily defeated Goku with little or no problem. And then even when Goku and Vegeta attained the level of a Super Saiyan Blue, which is way stronger than a Super Saiyan God, they were still scared and were nothing compared to the might of Beerus, because when Beerus ended up saying something and then Vegeta ended up saying something rude remark, Beerus ended up saying, like, do you want to mess with me, really? Vegeta, even being a Super Saiyan Blue, was just bowing down and saying, please forgive me. I'm really sorry about this, because he knew even at the Super Saiyan Blue form and attained that great power, he still was no match for Beerus. Even when Goku stacked Kaioken along with Super Saiyan Blue onto his form, it still wasn't no match to even compare to the level of Beerus. Beerus has some amazing and really powerful techniques. Beerus has a counterattack that he used on Goku in order to just get behind him and ends up chopping him with one strike and ends up knocking him out. Beerus can use pressure points and hit him in the right spot in order to render them unconscious. He can create a sphere of destruction where that it's this massive ball of energy where they end up actually hurling it at a person and end up basically destroying the entire world or the person in general. Beerus knows of a sealing spell where that he was able to seal away the Supreme Kai inside of the Z-Sword. He has a paralyzing gaze where that even if he looks at you and he shoots like a gazing beam and ends up paralyzing the opponent where that they aren't able to move. Beerus has a cloning technique where he's able to make multiple of himself. Energy nullification. Beerus has the ability to nullify energies that are just as massively big or that it would destroy the universe itself. Beerus was able to do this when Goku and him fought, and they ended up creating a massive ball of energy that if it went off, it would destroy the entire Universe 7 itself. But he was able to negate the effect altogether to where that it was harmless. And his most well-known technique that he uses is the Hakai, the technique that he uses on Zamasu to where that it ends up hitting them. And it's not like an energy attack, but it's more of a key manipulation blast or that it hits the person and ends up seeing a vibration on the person, and then that's basically when the person ends up starting to disintegrate. This technique is so powerful that if you get hit by it, you basically get erased from existence completely. You don't go to the afterlife, you basically cease to exist. Now that I got that out of the way, who do I think that actually will win this battle? In the end, I think that the winner is going to be Lord Beerus. I say that because it actually confirmed that the Super Saiyan 4 form is not as strong as any of the Super Saiyan God forms when it comes to Super Saiyan God and Super Saiyan Blue. And I've looked up countless information on them, and since Xicor has came around after the Shadow Dragon saga with Omega Shenron, I think it's actually confirmed that Beerus is like 10 times stronger than any of the villains in GT, which means Omega Shenron, Super 17, and Baby. And when Xicor ended up destroying a part of the Earth with just a single blast, Beerus was able to just tap his finger on the table and destroy half a planet, or with just a civil sneeze destroying the moon. Yes, Xicor does have Super Saiyan 5, but yeah, he's not able to stay in that form for long periods of time. And also, Beerus ends up having a technique where he's able to seal away someone, where the Xicor was not able to resist the ability of being sealed away by the Supreme Kai. And Beerus would be able to seal away Xicor because he has a technique like that. That's just one thing that he can actually do in order to be Xicor, but yet also he has the Hakai technique, where that he's able to use destruction on him, where that he basically just makes Xicor fade out of existence altogether. It's just that Beerus has way too many techniques and more power up his sleeve than what Xicor can bring. Yes, Xicor is a demigod because he has the West Kai's blood in him along with Goku. Plus, even if he can use the energy blast strong enough to destroy the universe, Beerus has a way of nullifying that energy that it's harmless. So with this, I don't actually know any way that Xicor could actually win this battle. And with that, that's what I declare Lord Beerus, the God of Destruction of Universe 7, the victor in this battle. Well, I'd like to actually hear your thoughts on this, everyone. And if you enjoyed this video, maybe give it a like and subscribe for more videos like this to come. And with that, everyone, I'm dropping the mic.